On June 14, 2015, sheriff's deputies in Greene County, Missouri, discovered Claudine D.D. Blanchard's body face down in the bedroom of her house just outside Springfield, lying in a pool of blood from stab wounds inflicted several days earlier. There was no sign of her daughter, Gypsy Rose, who had chronic conditions such as leukemia, asthma, and muscular dystrophy, and had the mental capacity of a 7-year-old due to brain damage as a result of premature birth, according to Blanchard. Dee had been forcing her daughter to pretend to be younger and disabled and chronically ill, subjecting her to unnecessary surgery and medication, and controlling her through physical and psychological abuse. Gypsy and her mother were away at a doctor's appointment when John's Gypsy boyfriend went back to Springfield in June 2015. He went to the Blanchard house after they had returned home and Dee had gone to sleep. Gypsy allegedly let him into the house and gave him duct tape, gloves, and a knife with the expectation that he would use them to murder Dee. Gypsy went into the bathroom and covered her so she wouldn't hear her mother scream. John then stabbed Dee in the back 17 times while she was sleeping.
I mean, I used to always think that maybe she's a little overprotective. And so if I had to say one word about her, it would be overprotective.
After that, the two engaged in sexual activity in Gypsy's room and stole $4,000 in cash from Dee's house. They ran away to a motel outside of Springfield, where they stayed for a few days to plan their next move. They were captured on security cameras at several local businesses. Gypsy stated at the time that she believed the two had gotten away with their crime. To avoid being caught with the murder weapon, they sent it to John's home in Wisconsin and then took a bus there. Several witnesses who saw the couple on their way to the Greyhound station observed Gypsy wearing a blonde wig and walking unassisted. Concerned neighbors contacted the police after reading troubling Facebook posts earlier in the evening, reporting that Dee may have been the victim of foul play and that Gypsy Rose, whose wheelchair and medications were still in the house, may have been abducted. Gypsy Rose was discovered the next day in Wisconsin, where she had traveled with her then-boyfriend, Nicholas John, whom she had met online. When investigators revealed that she was an adult with no physical or mental health issues, as her mother claimed, public outrage over the possible kidnapping of a disabled girl gave way to shock and sympathy for Gypsy Rose. After learning how Dee had treated Gypsy, sympathy quickly shifted from her as the victim of a violent murder to her daughter as a long-term victim of child abuse. Gypsy Rose pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. However, she was granted parole in September 2023 and is scheduled to be released on December 28. John was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison after a brief trial in November 2018.